Hello everyone and welcome to the Duol podcast. My name is Christine Lugendo and I'm going to be your host today. Once again, the Duol podcast, we talk about interesting and diverse conversations, and today we are tackling a topic in mental health, which is insomnia, and we have a special guest who is a psychiatrist and is going to introduce himself and tell us about what you're talking about today.
Yes, thank you viewers, thank you Christine. I am Dr. Margaret Makanyengo. I have been a psychiatrist for over 30 years, and I'm happy to be in this opportunity to talk about insomnia, which basically means lack of sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, lack of sleep.
Okay.
Yes. So maybe I would start by just defining what is insomnia. Insomnia is difficulty in falling asleep.
Okay.
It's difficulty. There are people who, they go to bed, they cannot sleep.
Okay.
So they end up they cannot sleep immediately. They end up sleeping at about, after 1 or 2 hours, maybe at 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Then there are those who go to bed early and sleep, but wake up somewhere in the middle of the night and then cannot go back to sleep till morning.
Yes.
Then there are those who they wake up and then they come back to sleep. Yeah. So those are just some of the common types of insomnia or sleep disorders.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Because you'll find that maybe 1 in maybe 3 adults are not able to sleep at night. Find that at 2:37 you're looking at the watch, you're awake, you're trying, you're very feeling uncomfortable in the bed. So maybe you can tell us what are the causes of this insomnia?
Yeah, the causes are first of all, even before I reach there, majority of people, about 50% to 60% of people, including the viewers watching, have problems with sleep. So this sleep problem affects so many people. And the commonest cause right now, globally, is number 1, stress.
Okay.
You know, the way we were created, God created our bodies so that we are able to adjust or cope with different situations.
Yes.
The situation could be mental, it could be environment. You change environment to go to a different place, or you get a promotion, or you get a demotion, whatever. Normally, the way we are created, we are able to adjust. Yeah? So we do experience some little stress to enable us to adjust. Yeah.
Okay.
But when stress becomes too much, that you're not able to adjust, it can be a problem. It can now lead to sleep problems. So the commonest is stress. Yeah. The second one is just common mental conditions like anxiety and depression. Anxiety, you're stuka all the time. You're worried. Sometimes some people are worried, they don't even know why they are worried. And then depression is so commonly well known, where you're constantly sad. You don't have appetite, you don't have motivation to wake up and work, you are low, and even suicidal at times. So these are some of the commonest. Of course, there are others. These you're talking about stress and mental conditions, but sometimes it's our behavior. For example, there are people who commonly now continue to watch social media. They're on their phones until 3 a.m. Yeah, especially young people. And some are on pornography, others are on gambling, others are on stories. I myself, I look at a phone and there's a story. These stories are so tempting.
Yeah.
You catch a clip of a story and you say, oh no, this story is so good, I've got to finish it. Then you add more. Then you find your bank account is drained and you want more of that. So the social media is very dangerous right now because it pulls you that you just want more and more of the movies, of the bad things like the pornography and others, and those interfere with your sleep. Okay. Again, coffee. I have friends who take coffee, and this thing of taking coffee at night, I'm telling you, it's not. If you have to take coffee which has caffeine, it stimulates you. It's a stimulant. You need to take that coffee in the morning so that at night you take something that is more calming. Those are just some of the common conditions. And also worry. If you're quarreling and fighting at work, at home. Then when you go to bed, it's just, oh, that boss of mine, oh, that husband of mine, oh, my wife, oh, you know, I have no job. Those thoughts keep coming in your mind and you can't sleep. Those are just a few of the common causes, yes.
Yeah, and Daktari, so there's this one. I personally have gone through it. I've struggled with sleep, not once, not twice. And sometimes you find that you are so tired all day. You get so tired from work or from the things you've been doing throughout the day. Then the moment you get to sleep, you try to sleep. The moment your head gets on the pillow,
yes,
sleep goes away. Yet you thought the moment you just lie down because of the weariness, you just sleep completely.
It depends. What is, for example, the nature of your job?
Okay.
What is your nature?
I'm a very active person.
Yes.
Yeah, so I move around a lot. Yeah, so you see, I expect by the time I'm going to sleep, because of my body is tired, my mind is tired because I've been engaging with people a lot, talking a lot, and you know, yeah, so.
Do you do exercises or you go to the gym?
Yes, I go to the gym.
Yeah. Because again, when you go to the gym, especially late in the evening or in the evening, those are some of the things that will keep your body so alert, and you will not fall asleep easily. It's encouraging for people doing exercises to do them early in the evening, maybe around 6, 7, 8. But come beyond 8, when you're now doing exercises, then the chemicals that keep you awake are still lingering in your body, and you're not going to sleep. So that's just one of the tips. Also, it depends on you as an individual. Maybe you have certain worries, or maybe your diet, you take coffee. So you have to do an evaluation. We have to do an evaluation in camera so that we know what is it about you, Christine. Yeah, you know, do you have any stress? Do you have a problem?
Now
your health? You know, we'll have to do an assessment, and then we can tell you what is the reasons why you may not be sleeping.
Okay. Wow.
You don't look depressed to me. Because depression.
But you know, nowadays depression doesn't show. People are happy. People are walking out here and they're just having fun. But deep down,
you're right. There are those who have a masked kind of depression where you're even suicidal, and your parents cannot understand this. One boy who killed himself, he was on a laptop. He was a very, very good guy. The family, they loved him. And he was just on his computer. Then the guy decides just to walk up and kill himself. He never quarreled with anybody. So you're right. Sometimes you cannot tell somebody who's depressed. Yeah.
Okay. And you know that these things are the ones that are leading people now astray. Now it brings us to these myths that have been created about sleep, that when you take alcohol you sleep better, or when you use drugs you sleep better.
Some of them, it just cheats you. Like alcohol and substances, they cheat you to temporarily depress your brain to make you think you're okay. But then when you wake up, you are down. It literally crushes you, and you feel a lot worse, and you feel depressed. And thereafter, now sleeping is a problem. I would not advise that people drink or take substances to solve their sleep issues. Yeah. There are some healthy medications that I'll talk about at the end when I talk about treatment.
I was about to ask about the sleeping pills.
The sleeping pills. There's this benzodiazepine. There's some that are very dangerous in that, yes, you relax, but then you develop tolerance that you have to take more and more and more for them to have an effect. You become addicted to them.
That's
so I've
problem.
had to admit patients who are addicted to sleeping pills. So that's a secondary problem. So, but there are some healthy medicines which I'll talk about towards the end. Yes.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting because you see nowadays I think there's also, life has really changed.
Yes.
And you know, nowadays people work even at night. And yes, people work till late at night, and now the sleeping pattern changes.
In fact, one of the commonest causes of sleep problem are people who are on night shifts. They have a problem because, you know, for you to steady sleep. You need to have regular, consistent routine.
Yeah.
Where come 9 o'clock, you know, you're about to wind up your electronics, you switch them off. 10 o'clock, you have your shower, you're planning to wear your night dress. Okay.
Yeah.
11 o'clock, you're in bed. And it has to be consistent. But now this guy has to now work night duty.
Yes.
And there's the natural control, it's called circadian rhythm in the brain that actually balances, that actually keeps our sleep pattern regulates our sleep pattern. So that, you know, come night you sleep, come day you're awake. You know, God is amazing, the way He created us. And that's how the brain is. But then that part gets confused when come night today you're working, then day you're sleeping, there's confusion.
Yeah.
So people on irregular shifts do have a problem. People who work at night, I know there are people like, for example, people who compose songs, people who write music, producers, and others who are working online jobs. You know, there are those who work online jobs. You're doing a job for people in the U.S. Now, in the U.S., their daytime is our nighttime.
Yeah.
So it forces you now to work at night. You know, if it's regular, that's fine. But if it's irregular, you know, then you have a problem. Because that clock, that natural clock which regulates our sleep becomes confused. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Now, I think they always say that everyone needs 8 hours of sleep, right? Is it true, or is it just... Because sometimes you can even sleep for just 2 hours. And those 2 hours, we call them power naps. You have this power nap. So what do you think about that?
On average, majority of people globally sleep between 7 to 9 hours. Okay. But of course, there are variations. There are people who can sleep with 5 hours and they are so, you know, active and they are able to perform, they are able to work, you know. So it depends on you, it depends on your body, it depends on a lot of things, yeah?
Okay.
So, but you will know that, because such a person, if he sleeps 5 hours and he wakes up fresh, the important thing is, do you wake up feeling fresh? Are you working well? Are you productive? Are you communicating with people? Are you relating with people? Are you irritable or moody? When you start getting those signs, you know that 5 hours there's a problem. Yeah.
Okay.
But a nap for some people is good during the day, around 3-4 for about an hour. Yeah. But for people who have sleep problems, they are advised don't even take a nap. You save that nap for the night, you know. Yeah.
Wow. I think sleep problems are wide.
They are very wide. And Christine, the consequences of prolonged lack of sleep are quite heavy. Like we have an epidemic of diabetes. Diabetes, you know, there's type 1, type 2. That's the secondary diabetes is so common. Hypertension is common. Heart disease is common. Obesity. You know, when that cortisol, I talk about this hormone called cortisol. When you're awake at night, it's so high. That cortisol, it'll give you diabetes, hypertension, obesity. You gain weight. Yeah? All the negative things. Because that cortisol is supposed to be down while you're asleep, so that the hormones that cause resting and repair of organs and re-energizing the organs, it's supposed to go up at night. You know, the way God created us is amazing. So it's really a problem. Yeah, and people need to really take their sleep seriously.
Wow, there's a lot of science.
God himself is science. Our creation, our bodies is science, I'm telling you.
A lot of science
in everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe to ask a question, have you struggled with sleep before?
Oh, yes. I don't think there's any human being who has never struggled with sleep.
Okay.
Yeah. But, and usually the time I would struggle with sleep is when I'm worried about something. Worry, or you're stressed about a situation. It could be at the workplace, it could be your family, it could be your health, and sometimes you go without sleep. And you?
Of course, yes. Yeah, and mostly mine has occurred in this way. Like you find sometimes I have these racing thoughts. Like my brain cannot stop thinking. Like I have this many thoughts coming, many things. It's like I'm watching a movie.
Yeah. in the brain.
Yeah, in my own brain.
Yeah.
So I find that I catch myself doing that all the time, and then it's like I try now to go back to forcing myself to say. I don't know if that's a problem also, because you find yourself like performing the sleep, trying to perform. I try to perform it a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Is it a biological?
Sometimes those thoughts, the thoughts and worry could be a contributing factor.
Okay.
So before we finish, I'm going to give you tips to go around that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are tips that you can apply when you're going to sleep, so that you don't have opportunity to think. And whatever you're doing in terms of the relaxation or the breathing exercises or the brain games, then you find you'll be able to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, so remind me to talk about
of course,
because there are many viewers who are not sleeping, and instead of everyone rushing for medicines or rushing to the doctor, there are things you can do in your house, in your sitting room. That will enable you to sleep.
Okay. So we're going to talk about the practical solutions. Also, you're going to tell us, and maybe when to seek help, because sometimes it gets out of hand.
Yes.
And maybe we need help. But for now, we're going to take a short break. So viewers, stay tuned. We'll be back shortly.
Okay.
Even when I walk through the storm, you never changed, but remained faithful, dear Lord. I thought it's over on my side, but you showed me it was not my end. When I had nothing left to give, Lord, you gave me strength to live again. Oh, faithful God, you never change. Yesterday, today, and forever. You never change. Every day, forever, you're the same. Inemi when worries on your side, woro maleher. Inemi kedon mawani thindi, Baba.
Hello, good people. We are back. Welcome back to the Duol podcast. And our topic today is insomnia, because so many people are struggling with sleep, I being one of them. And you also there watching today being one of them. But at least today we are getting an understanding of what it really means, and also we've been able to hear from Daktari the causes and some of the myths about sleep. And I believe now we are getting something from it. And so now I know where we have a problem, we have to come up with a solution. And so right now we're going to now talk about the practical solutions of sleep. And Daktari is here to
the practical solutions of managing
sleep,
or insomnia or lack of sleep.
Okay.
Well, first of all, begin with, we were saying the root causes. We have to identify the root cause.
Okay.
Trying to help somebody to sleep when you're not dealt with the stress they're having, you're not dealt with their drinking coffee at night, you're not dealt with them watching social media until 3 a.m., then you're wasting time.
Yeah.
So first of all, your lifestyle has to be healthy. You have to make sure you identify your source of stress and deal with it.
Okay.
And I'm sure everybody, I don't know of anybody who has who has had perfect sleep all their life. Everybody at one time has had problem with sleep or lack of sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, so once you identify the root cause and solve it, and then you find you still cannot sleep, then you come for help.
Okay.
And usually they say you come for help when at least 3 times a week for more than a month, 3 times or more a week or more than a month, for more than a month you have been having difficulty in sleeping. That is a red flag. Don't leave it, you know. Come for help. So when you come for help, of course, we're going to get all that information, find out what is the root cause. we'll check you. Is it blood pressure? Is it sickness? Is it stress? And we help you handle the primary problem.
Okay.
If it is night shift, wow, that may be difficult.
Yeah.
Because are you going to tell somebody to leave his job? Maybe there's cases where I've written letters to an employer and I've asked that this client of mine is suffering from such a condition and requires day shift only. And some employers have agreed.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 'cause a lot of employers are understanding. Yeah, so that can happen. But in a situation where you need the job, there's not much you can do.
Yeah.
But you see how you can struggle to help the person. Yeah, but normally then once you've taken the precaution, like you've avoided exercise at night, avoided coffee, some of the practical tips are by around 9 o'clock you need to switch off any electronics or mobile phone. Yeah, 9, so that by 10 is off. 1 hour before you sleep you have to switch off the electronics and the mobile phone. A lot of people find that difficult,
Yeah.
including some of us, Christine, isn't it?
Yes, we are guilty as charged. We are guilty as charged.
We are guilty
Yes.
as charged. So we have to stop those games. There's some very addictive games. Sudoku, mind those word. It's called word what? The ones with words, puzzles, and all that. We have to have discipline. Should you play those things? Play them early at daytime and get enough of it, so that from 9, 10, no. You can change into doing something else.
And what about movies? Sometimes you can watch a movie and sleep.
Oh, those movies are bad. Yeah, they are addictive. Watch them early. Watch them on weekend and watch them early. Yeah, so that by evening watching movies at night is not recommended. It will interfere with your sleep. You get addicted.
Yeah.
And these movies are nice. I mean, some of them, the story, I don't know how they select such nice stories, Christine. Really, it just keeps you on your toes. You want to follow. Yeah, then so we assume you go, say 10 o'clock, say you want to sleep by 11. So 10 o'clock you switched off the phone long ago, you have a shower.
Okay.
A shower or a bath, a night bath is very, very helpful. Then wear your night clothes. See at unaenda kulala with the same clothes that you wore during the day. Yeah, then when you go to bed, you switch off make sure your curtains are dark. Don't let any lights on.
Yeah.
Switch off and make sure your bedroom does not have bright lights. Dim lights. Avoid blue light, but just the normal amber light, but dim. Because bright light affects the brain. There's a part of the brain that is in charge of regulating sleep.
Okay.
And when you receive bright light through your eyes, that doesn't function well. So you find you cannot sleep.
Okay.
So dim lights in the bedrooms, avoid blue light, heavy curtains, switch off noise. I hope there's, some people, I hear some people live near discos and I just don't know how they manage. Or bars.
Yes.
So the whole night, kelele, if you cannot move out of that place, then there's something you can use to block the noise with your ears. You can buy them. There's some pads that you can make and put it here, so that you do not have to hear all that noise.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you get into bed. You're in a dark room. You switched off internet, you switched on your mobile phone, you switch off noise,
Yeah.
then relax. But I know some people will start getting thoughts, oh, I was supposed to get money from this client of mine, he has not paid, oh, I have to pay rent at the end of the month. So those thoughts are not good. You've got to pack them aside.
How do you unpack them now?
You keep them in the packing until morning, don't touch them. Those thoughts have to be put aside and replaced with positive thoughts. Got to have positive thoughts, calming thoughts. Or you can, for example, there's an exercise which is called 4-7-8, a breathing exercise. Breathing does something. In 4 seconds you breathe in. I can demonstrate. You breathe in for 4 seconds. You hold your breath for 7 seconds. Then you breathe out for 8 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. Now you do that 4 times.
4 times.
By the time you are going to do it the 5th time, you're already asleep.
Wow.
Wow. The way God created us, Christy, is amazing.
I never knew that.
Breathing, we have not fully exploited our body's ability to regulate a lot of these things. We always rush to the doctor.
Yeah.
We are all rushing for alcohol. We're always rushing for drugs and substances. Yet, God has created ways in which we can handle.
Yeah.
So breathing exercises. The others is a game. You can just choose a word like dream, for example. Dream is DREAM. So in your mind, start thinking, make 5 words from dream.
Okay.
Then 5 words from R. Then 5 words from E. By the time you're reaching M, you've slept. That's also another way. Then another third way is relaxation exercises.
Okay.
Starting from your toes to your head. Our bodies are made of muscle, guys. Muscle, yeah? And you can tighten and release. So tighten your muscle for 30 seconds. You tighten and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 30. You count 30. And then release. Yeah? So you tighten starting with your toes to your feet, to your knees, to your thighs, to your abdomen, to your chest, to your neck, to your head. Tighten, count 30 seconds, and release. That process takes about 30, 40 minutes in a quiet place. And I'm telling you, you feel like you have slept, like, 2 hours. It's so relaxing. So in bed, if you do that, a lot of the time you'll sleep.
Okay.
Those are just some of the many tips that, I would urge the viewers to try that out.
Okay. Viewers, you can hear all this. This is new to me.
But don't go drinking. Some people go to drink to sleep.
Okay.
But then they wake up more depressed, more sad, and even suicidal. And then they are enslaved on the alcohol. So drinking is not a solution.
And what about these rain sounds from YouTube? Now you've told us we're supposed to switch our phones, but
audio.
Now these are the only things that we can.
Yeah, you can put in an audio, at least, an audio of songs that are soothing, that can make you sleep. The sounds of rain. Okay. I've tried rain, and for me it didn't work, but for some people, just the sound of raindrops. You know, when it rains, most people sleep. But I don't know, for me it didn't seem to work. But songs, sounds, or even a story. You can select an audio of a boring voice. A boring voice, monotone, telling us boring story. And I'm telling you, try to follow, and you find you just sleep. Yeah.
Okay. It does something to the brain.
It does something that switches off.
Wow, that is very interesting.
Yeah. So those are some of the tips. But healthy lifestyle, eat well, balanced diet, exercise during the day, sort out your inner issues. Stress and
let's get there now.
I have to remind, do not, a couple who are quarreling or they want to discuss with me, you better not discuss at night. That you're quarreling with your wife, why are you not giving me money for rent? And you want to do it at night, that's the wrong time. Do it during the day. At night you have to go on peaceful mode. You are engaging peaceful, relaxed mode. You don't want sensitive things at night. Discuss them early in the day or early in the evening, like maybe 6, 7. Don't ask me if the guy comes at 11 or 12. That you have to wait until weekend because you cannot have those night meetings.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So now, talking about this now comes, mental health now comes in. Now, sometimes these things get out of hand, and someone is wondering, like, when to seek help. Well, how do you know that it is time to seek help, and how do you do that?
Viewers, you have to seek help if it's persistent. You've tried to sleep and you find it's not. You're not
tried
sleeping.
Everything you've said,
and it's not just 1 day or 2 days. I'm sure everybody at one time has missed sleep. But if it's regular, and especially if it goes for a month and beyond, then you have to worry. And if it's even 3 days a week, even every day, you have to worry. Because beyond that, you're going to be at risk of blood pressure, stress, depression, anxiety, drug abuse, and other things. That you even wonder, why am I feeling these symptoms? When it's you, that lack of sleep was the primary problem. So they can seek help. We're going to post contacts where one can call, and we have a team of experts at our facility where we can help those who lack sleep.
Oh, so you have a facility.
As a consultant, yes, I do have a facility. It's actually called Peponi Road Wellness Center, formerly Oasis Mental Health Limited. If you check the Google, we are in the process of changing the name, but it's still under Oasis Mental Health Limited. We have a website, we have a holistic team, and we handle such cases. It's in a beautiful, quiet, serene environment in the suburbs of Kitisuru, Nairobi. And I can give a contact where they can get us, and we can help you.
Now, viewers, you have been given everything you need. If you're struggling with sleep, we have already found a solution for you. You don't need to worry yourself anymore. And we have our psychiatrist here who has really given us so much information about it. And now maybe just to go to some few questions that people are asking. And one of them is, there's something called sleep paralysis.
Sleep paralysis. Yes.
So what's the difference between insomnia and sleep paralysis?
Now, insomnia is inability to sleep. Or problems, inability to sleep normally, or unable to sleep. Now, sleep paralysis, you sleep, but at some point in your sleep, you wake up, and when you wake up, you try to move, and you can't. You're paralyzed completely. You're completely paralyzed, and you can even see things and hear voices and things happening. And it lasts a few seconds, then it goes away. Sometimes it comes with a dream where you think there's something chasing you. I'm sure many of us have had that. You try to run, and the leg is so heavy. That's a common condition. We don't know the cause, but it's very, very common. People say it's natural. It's not a sign of any danger or anything. But it depends also, because I've seen people who are spiritual. They would give an explanation, a spiritual explanation, that maybe you're in a position where you are stuck. There are those who interpret dreams, dream interpreters. And they say you could be in a situation where you are stuck, a real situation where you are feeling helpless. And usually they say, if you feel stuck, if you feel helpless, pray about it. And for some people it works. It works. So I would say, if anybody who's going through that, on the safe side, pray about it and hand it over to God to sort it out.
Now, you've talked about God, the spirituality now. I heard they say that people who are spiritual sleep better.
Oh, that's a nice one. A prescription. We should therefore prescribe spirituality, prescribe God. But the truth is that top doctors in the US and in other countries as well have done studies, and even in Asia and Europe have found studies that people who are spiritual in general, they sleep better, they have less stress, they live longer, they are a lot healthier. So so I think you're right. Based on evidence-based research. Evidence-based research is that we need God in these things. So like for our facility, right now we are promoting holistic care. Yes, you'll come with a problem. I may give you a prescription, I may not, but I may do counseling and other therapies. But part of the therapies we talk of is spiritual therapy. You know, depending on you. If you believe in God, then we guide you. We have somebody who will give you chaplaincy just to guide you. How can you use that through verses and faith and prayer to deal with that issue? So when we combine this treatment, we find somebody feels better.
Yeah.
We just don't believe in one line
Yeah.
of treatment. It's holistic care. Yeah.
I think I can also testify on that because many times when I do my devotions at night, and I love listening to worship music. So when I'm just listening to the worship and I pray. By the time I'm done, I just sleep. I sleep so well.
Wow.
Yes, I sleep so well, and I
Yes.
even have like very nice dreams.
Then you're a living testimony.
Yes, I wake up so refreshed, and I'm like, hey, I can do this over and over and over again. There's just that relaxation mode you are in the moment you start spending time with God.
So, as a mental health scientist, I would urge the viewers to embrace spirituality as part of the holistic way. Because doctors have also found that in our brain, we are wired to be spiritual.
Yeah.
There are parts of the brain, when you pray, they glow. Neuroimaging tests have shown that.
Yeah.
And what it's saying is that the way we were made, the way we are created, is that there's part of that we need to be spiritual. And so it's good to take advantage of spirituality as part of the healing and wellness of our bodies and our minds and our spirit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guys, God is good.
All the time.
God is always good. God is always the solution to our problems. He's our creator, and so, choose Jesus. So we are coming to the end of our conversation today, but maybe just the last question about napping. Some people take naps during the day, maybe in the afternoon or midday there. Yeah, so does napping really affect our sleep?
Oh yeah, napping is healthy, Christine, if it is taken correctly. It needs to be usually taken after lunch, and it's not for 4 or 5 hours. That is now sleep, day sleep, you know. It usually like 30 minutes to 1 hour. That's healthy napping, and with that you have to get up, be active, do other things, exercise, cook, do other things, and then go to bed early. That should be fine.
Okay.
But for people who are struggling with their sleep, don't nap, because you end up going for 3, 4, 5 hours during the day. Then you can't sleep. So the brain, that center which regulates the sleep, gets confused again. So napping, that is now not napping. I think that is now sleeping at daytime.
Yes.
I don't think, I believe a nap, the definition is a short sleep.
Yes.
Yeah, that is healthy. But the one that is converted, that is not napping. That's not healthy, because you need to sleep at night when it's dark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Thank you so much, Daktari, for this. We really needed this. Personally, I needed this.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are so many people who are watching, and they now have solutions. So maybe just to the audience, I will leave you with 2 questions. What keeps you up at night? And another one, what are you going to do about it after listening to this? Maybe you can leave a comment or an answer maybe on the comment section. And I'm sure we still have a lot to talk about. Maybe in another episode we can talk about more about this. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Duol Podcast. Share with someone who can't sleep this podcast, and leave a review. Thank you so much for watching us. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.